some Indian food today. We just got back from the Indian grocery store. I realized I haven't made Indian food for over 6 months since our house was flooded and we lost all the kitchen stuff. I wanted to make it today, so we ran to the Indian grocery store and bought all the wonderful spices. And what we're going to make today is something called Aloo Gobi. And my friends in India, correct me if I misspelled that, but I think that's the way it is, Aloo Gobi.
Aloo Gobi.
And it means, aloo is potatoes, gobi is cauliflower. So it's basically a vegetarian dish, which a lot of my Indian friends are vegetarian. But the most wonderful thing about Indian food is it's easy to be a vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian, but it's easy to be a vegetarian. All these spices in there, and you don't even realize you're eating a vegetarian dish. It tastes so good and it's just so hearty with all these spices in it. So we're going to start with some oil. It says 3 tablespoons, but I usually add, I think, more, just because it makes more of a nice paste. Turning on the burner would be wonderful. Okay, so the oil's heated up now. We're going to add in the black mustard seed. We're going to cover that, let it cook on low until you kind of start hearing the mustard seeds popping. So now we're going to add the chopped onion. And the cubed potato. You can stir that up a little bit and fry it till it's golden brown and tender. That's why I tend to have a bad habit of cutting things too big, so what I try to do this time is give nice small diced potatoes so it'll cook faster. I'm guessing this will be like 10 or 15 minutes. So we'll come back in 10 or 15 minutes and check it and see how tender they are.
Yeah.
So it's been 10 minutes and you can see it's potatoes starting to get a little brown and they're pretty tender. So now we're going to add in all the spices to make that nice hearty paste. We got the cumin, or in Spanish, gran comino. We've got turmeric. That'll give it a nice yellow color. Ground coriander. And my favorite Indian spice of all time, garam masala. Oh, it's wonderful. And it's in a lot of Indian dishes. All right, so we'll stir all that, get it coated good. Oh, smell that. Doesn't that smell good?
I have no smell.
Well, how about you viewers? Can you smell that? It smells so good. Okay, so now we're going to add the tomatoes. Now, don't write in and tell me. I'll tell you right now, I lied. I didn't use 4 fresh tomatoes. I used 1 can of diced chopped tomatoes. Stir that in good. Okay, so now we're going to add the cauliflower florets. There was one head and I got them, you know, pretty small florets. I'm going to coat those florets real good with all the spices. Okay, to help the cauliflower cook down, we're going to add 125 milliliters of water, and that's a little more than a half a cup, between a half and 3/4 of a cup. And we'll let that cook. I'm going to go again, say 10 to 15 minutes, probably closer to 15 minutes. We'll check it in 10. Now the recipe calls for a little bit of sugar, like, I don't know, 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to try not to do that for you diabetics and people who are on low carb. I don't think the sugar is going to add that much flavor to it anyway. You got so many spices in here, you don't need sugar. And also you notice there was no salt added in this dish because of all the other Indian spices. Okay, so we're going to put that on low, cover, and we'll come back 10 minutes and see how it looks. One thing I forgot to add, it's about a 2 centimeter piece of ginger. That's about like an inch. Cover that in there and that'll give it a lot of good flavor. Okay, it's been cooking 15 minutes. I've cheated and tasted it. It looks tender, tastes tender. Stir it up a little bit. Oh, if you could smell this stuff, it is so good. And then while we were at the Indian grocery store, I wanted to have a little something else besides this. So we also bought something at the restaurant. We like our things a little bit spicy, so we're gonna Texanize it a little bit and add some crushed red pepper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This thing we bought at the store is called Papdi Chat. It's got a flat puri topped with garbanzo, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, onions, yogurt, tamarind chutney, and mint coriander chutney. And we did a little taste of it, and wow, it's really good. I don't know something's kind of spicy in there, but so lunch is served. Here we go.
It's good.
Very good. So hearty. It's like, you can't tell it's vegetarian. To me, it tastes like there's all kinds of meat in there. Flavors are just screaming on my taste buds. Bon appetit.
Very good. Okay. How you feel the food today?
It was good. I think it was a little spicy, but I like it that way. Just like I remember Mom used to making it.
Your mommy is India.
No, it's good. It doesn't taste vegetarian to me. The spices all mixed together, so good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.